I am so hot, and I don't mean sexually. I'm like sat here going, oh, why are my ears sweaty? And I know exactly why my ears are sweaty, because I replaced the cans on these headphones this morning. And do you want to know what's the most corner hot and beige? Corner hot and beige? Corner hot and beige. Frog. Yes, we have a new combination move, which is... That is two separate photos, just to clarify for the frog safety. We did not put a frog on our cat. Also, the frog based off of that level of sort of like size ratio would be freaking massive. But we have a corner frog and a corner cat combined. But I'm increasingly warm right now. And I'm in a little bit of a... Considering I was talking about mental health yesterday, I've immediately put myself into sort of like a sensory overload thing. Because I've replaced the cans on these headphones, right? And usually, my ears sit in a certain way, because the cans are over like a year, 2 years old. And now, they're like really like solid... and sort of like positioning the audio slightly away from where the audio would usually be on my ears. And now I'm sat here going, have I gone deaf in the one ear? Everything feels different. There's a little bit of an echo because there's just suddenly more room where my ears usually go. Why do I do this to myself? Honestly, why did I do this to myself? It could have waited another week. And now I'm just sort of sat here going, God, does my voice really sound like this? Want me to come open a window and close the door? The curtains will be closed still, so no bugs. No, thank you, it's fine. All the neighbors will hear me talking about ass and titties, and I don't want the neighbors to hear me talking about ass and titties, because, you know, there are certain subjects that you want to keep within within... You're being very helpful, Dolly. Do you have an ulterior motive? DollyWhiskers is like, do you want a fan? Spoopy's here, I don't need a fan. They're my biggest fan. Oh, you just keep lining them up and I'll keep knocking them down. Speaking of which, can I get an American in chat to tell me what second base is? Because I don't know if I've ever made second base with my partner, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. What's first base, second base, third base, and fourth base? And which base is butt stuff? Okay, then I'll stop. I hope you suffer and get all sweaty. Maybe later. Hand stuff, getting handsy, I think. Second base is handsy. Getting handsy. Okay, well, I implied a little while ago that Spoopy got handsy with Sky Alucard, so I hope that was okay. I think both parties will be alright with that in either direction. Cara, congratulations on the first. Banter, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. DollyWhiskers has already started pressing the button. Apparently I need to like install a second redeem, because people are now doing !second, and apparently people are trying to steal first, which is where the whole baseball comparison came from. Happily ever Cara, thank you very much for the contribution. As usual, there is a community challenge running in the channel right now. I don't know why I'm pointing there specifically. It might be over, basically based off what we've learned recently, it might be here, it might be there. Who actually knows? But still, within the community, within the channel point redeems menu, there is a community challenge running. If you put any channel points into that community redeem, you'll get them back at the end of a 30-day period, or, you know, when the current 30-day period ends. It is all about teaching you a life skill. It is all about teaching you how to save. It is all about somebody in the community one day being able to redeem 1 million channel points and make me stream every day for 30 days. That's what it is. I'm so warm. I'm literally, I'm just going to be complaining about this all night. I hope you know this, because we've got the dryer and the washing machine running at the same time. I'm sort of sat here going, why are my nipples sweat? No, that's too much information. Spoopy, happily ever Cara. Happily ever Cara has hit me with a hockey stick. DollyWhiskers, yeah, the corner frog. Look at them. Look at the combined image. Because it was like a picture of the frog over a side thing like this. I don't want the fan, thank you. It was like the frog sat over the side thing like this, and then I put him on top of the cat, and look at them. Don't they look friendly and happy and nice? If I could get the other frog on the end of him, we could have an entire family photo of pets. Want me to come open a window? No, we discussed this. I don't want you to come open a window. Kara's hit me in the face with a guitar. 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 Hit me in the face with a guitar. The musical instrument with the strings. Vulcan Ryan is leading the firsts by 3. DollyWhiskers has smooched their wife that isn't me, the other one. I think I deserve a first as I'm ill and I made a toast earlier and it was shit. I mean, I tried, no. Because you keep telling me that the first thing doesn't mean anything, and now I don't want to give you free firsts. So I'm really sorry that your cheese toastie was bad, though, because a bad cheese toastie is not is a lot of cold cheese toasties, and let me just tell you, a bad cold cheese toastie is still pretty fucking bad. Kara hit me with a wedding cake. Thank you very much for hitting me with a wedding cake. Where did you get that from? At least you didn't try to make pizza again. That's 3 days in a row that Spoopy making pizza has been... We went months without mentioning Spoopy's pizza. And all of a sudden, it's suddenly a thing that people are mentioning again. And I don't know where that suddenly came from. That's it. We're caught up with chat. Kara hit me with a rubber chicken, which feels very apt, especially as I know Kara owns what is effectively a giant rubber chicken. How is everybody? Have you had a good day? What have I done today? I did some administration. It was very exciting. I found some, not hey. No, not... You hit me in the face with hey. In the background, there's just a... in the distance. I'm not sure if that came through the microphone, but Kara has this giant chicken that you squeeze it makes the horrendous noise, and yeah, just in the distance I can hear it in my head. What did I do today, though? I discovered that I have some game codes to give away, and I think the intention originally was that I would do a giveaway on stream, but if you're in the Discord and you go to the update section, I have effectively 4 codes to give away. 1 game with 1 code, and then 1 game with 3 codes. If anybody's interested in that, go check out the update section on the Discord. They're very... I think my original plan was to play them on stream, and I could never make time for it. And I would much rather give them away to a community member or a Discord rather than advertise it as a giveaway, because it's not. I want it to go to somebody that's actually going to play them as well. I almost bought the same pizza that was caused the incident today, but I caught myself. You could have cooked. Have you got a pizza tray? There's nothing to stop you from cooking that same pizza if you've got a pizza tray. Do you want me to buy you a pizza tray? Do you want to set up a throne wish list and I will buy you a pizza tray? Like as a treat, Spoopy. You can be like, oh, I want a first to make myself feel better. And I can just be like, no, Spoopy, here is a pizza tray. What else did I do? I did the get, otherwise I would have used it. That's also a very good point. Vulcan Ryan! Holy shit. We've barely just started, Ryan. How's it hanging? Hello, everybody.
Flap. Vulcan Ryan just raided with 12 viewers.
Raiders, I am partway through my own intro. Dragoon, welcome in. Raiders, he said he came to see his game pick, unlike with Persona. Welcome to the cum bath. Raiders, I was also lurking in Ryan's stream before I went live, so like I know what he was doing. Vulcan Ryan, did you accomplish a run today? I saw you fail the death poker bird a couple of times. Ryan, thank you for the contribution. Also, Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer. I'm just going to go into my intro because I've not really said my intro yet, so I'm going to do a bit more of my intro and then I'm going to play you a trailer. But if you need to raid and run, please do so. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls, I am here playing Star Trek Resurgence in response to a request from Vulcan Ryan, who built me a Python app to run one of my channel point redeems. And in exchange for doing so, I said I would play Star Trek Resurgence, so here we are. I got some good paces, but each run died to something usually consistent. You can't do that. Nice try. Good job remembering the command, though, Spoopy. I'm proud of you. TLB, thank you for hitting me in the face with an inflatable pool. What am I trying to say? Last time on Star Trek Resurgence, it basically was revealed that all of the Hatari had been replaced by alien, personalities. The Hatari and the Elidians were at each other's throats, but it was discovered that the Hatari had discovered some Takon Empire technology deep in the crust of their planet. Said Takon technology was creating a warp-based dampening field around the planet, as well as a green iron storm that was causing all sorts of problems in the general area. The fake Bejors. Then it was revealed that it was revealed after we sent some people aboard an alien spaceship to rescue the alien spaceship people that were aboard that alien spaceship. It was revealed that all of the Hatari and a number of the Elidians have now been replaced by members of the Takon Empire. They basically have this, it's almost like cryogenics. They have a personality stored in a crystal, and they basically stab you in the neck with it, and your personality is overwritten with a Takon Empire personality. And let me just put this out, right? The Takon Empire are a highly technological race. They have ideas on taking over the universe, and the conflict has now spilled over to the rest of the quadrant. We are on our way to meet a guy that likes to sit very strangely over chairs. You might know who I'm talking about if you're a Star Trek fan. Whilst a number of our away team are still aboard an alien spaceship that has been taken over by the Takon. Dilemma, thank you for... Dilemma, I can say your name, Dilemma. Dilemma, thank you very much for the contribution. I'm going to play you a trailer. If you see anything you like, please feel free to stick around. But like I said, Raiders, if you need to raid and run, no hard feelings. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. Welcome to the Bob. I hope everybody's ready to watch Chimken get fisted. Welcome to the Bob. Oh, no. I'm here to kick ass. Can I interest anybody in a stinky secret? Daddy? Yes? Is there something the matter? That shouldn't be that funny. Look at that peen. Oh. It's nicer if you suck on it and it lasts a while. But take your top off. My bunghole is very tidy, I'll have you know. Chim, stop edging. Yes, that DollyWhiskers, that is that guy. I never said such a thing. If you're gonna eat anything, on my recommendation, you have your own ass on hand always. You should never go hungry again. You heard me. I'm aroused just from the conversation about the pink living jellyfish. Oh, that's a very interesting thing to say on the internet. He's gonna fist me, and not in a pleasurable way. This butt plug chicken. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm mildly concerned. Look how thick he is. Really, really sturdy. I'm gonna poop on you. It's pretty bad. And I have a juicy fat ass. What's the worst that could happen? And this is where I will be for the rest of the night. Oh, come on! Punch them into submission. No other place can I talk so openly about pissing myself. I'd prefer if you didn't make me pee myself. Whoops! I just need to go change my underwear. I really want to have sex on stream. Would anybody like to join me in the cum bath? Remember my mysterious hole. Didn't do it last time, not doing it this time either. Ha 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 ha! Please don't let that be a wipe. I would like to make some sweet music with him. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know what's really good, guys? Stabbing zombies up the bar. No, I've ruined it. I am going to die. Ah, ha, ha. You. The government, we have bulk hires. That's it. That's all I've got. Vulcan Ryan, we are not a cum bath, we are a cum nation. Let me plug my controller in. But that's it. That's basically my intro. If you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. My community all celebrate achievements, big or small, specifically with reference to you. Because there are some people out there that can run a marathon. There are some people out there that struggle to get out of bed every day. And I just want to make this clear. We operate a very accessible ship here. If you have done anything cool, if you have done anything, and if you've done anything that's like slightly outside of your ordinary, I want to hear about it. Because I want you to know that I'm so proud of you for just being around. There are some people on the internet that don't have people to say that they're proud of them, and I want to do that for you. I raise my arm above my head. Cup, is that a big deal? And I don't mean that critically. Have you injured yourself in some way? Because I'm really proud of you for being able to raise your hand above your head. Is that a good... Am I missing a trick? Like, have you injured yourself? Like, are you in a full body cast? Have you fallen? Have you? What did you brood thrust a little too hard? Has the brood thrust? She had shoulder surgery. See, that's the big deal. That's good. That's proud. I'm proud of you for being able to lift your head above your arm above your head. That's a valid response. Full disclosure, raising my arms over my head is also challenging. I know, but you also are, like, you have various skeletal, like, spinal / sky. Again, I know the reasons that you guys struggle with that. But, like, Cup, I'm proud of you for managing that. I'm super proud of you. Also, Hot Dog, thank you very much for the hydrate and welcome in. As you saw, I did drink this. It is a delicious combination of 2 flavors. So, I ran out of the Coca-Cola flavored sneak. And when I say ran out, I had half a scoop left. So I combined the half a scoop of Coke with half a scoop of lemon. And let me tell you, it's at least average as a beverage. Oh, only AJ takes the thrust and he keeps the weight on for cushioning. That or he's lazy, I don't know. I mean, I had surgery on both shoulders. You wouldn't question it being an achievement for me, so stop asking questions, Ned. Bit of both, I think. Oh my goodness, everybody's being very argumentative today and I don't have any energy. Also, can I just put it out there? If Phoenix is here, quietly, secretly, etc., you're a dick. I don't think they will be. I imagine that they're on their honeymoon at this point. But if you want to clip this and send it to Phoenix Sky, fuck you, Phoenix. Wow, surgery on both shoulders. Can I ask questions? Yeah, Spoopy ask questions. I like your questions. That's like a full shoulder replacement right there. Hot dog, thank you very much for the contribution. Clip it. Okay. We're all up to speed. That's it. We're all doing fine. Today I am up in the top left-hand corner, but I would like to just... Why is this not working? Okay, that's not a very Star Wars hat. Do I have a Star Wars hat? We're gonna do Vulcan Ryan because Vulcan Ryan raided in. We're gonna start as we mean to go on. You've got to get ears. What is the name of the furthest named star? It's me, because we're quite far away from each other, Spoopy. See what I did there? I was just bigging up myself. It's impressive. Okay. Control going in. If you lose me, I apologize. That's not true. No, it's not. You are pretty close. Marek, welcome in. Nice to see you again. If you do that, you might as well just have a badge. Badges are important. Badges are important. They can teleport you. Jiminy distant. Okay, that's it. We're ready. I'm being irrational because I've changed my headphone cans around today. If the audio sounds strange, can you let me know? I'm 100% sure it's my ears. But just tell me, because oh my god, there he is. There's the man that I was talking about. Other than Dolly, I'm probably the closest person to you distance-wise in chat right now. No. You're not Spoopy, because I did discover somebody earlier that, well, recently, that does live closer to us, but I can't say it without doxing them. You are second closest. And that's not even me, like, hand on heart, swear on DollyWhiskers' life. That's not me being shit, like, joking. I know somebody that lives closer to us than you do. We discovered this when we were talking the other day. Where am I in this? You're not close. You're probably third. There's another chatter that is closer than outside your window. Spoopy. This is why I didn't want DollyWhiskers to open my window. Spoopy's out there.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment.
Oh my god, it's that guy.
To see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Why would you store that on board one
Meaning
ship?
Every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic, and I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Yeah, come on, Captain
Let's not
Pornstash.
mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through.
Have you ever ridden a bike, chat? Have you ever been to a haunted house?
Captain Riker, this is my first officer.
What the hell was that
Commander Jara
teleportation advert?
My pleasure.
Oh god, it's
Sir.
actually him as
I
well.
wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have.
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Resurgence 6.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
And let me ask, as first officer on a starship, Where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many. You have been hanging around Ambassador Spock.
The captain's not
truth
going to
is-
like that.
It's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive. Or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster
No,
and
he didn't
bravado,
like that.
but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
Does he know the Takana
Suppose
back?
that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the board.
Trust me. This isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate.
Were you
I
prepared?
need to know you're up to this.
Were you equipped to meet Portal 6-3 all those years ago?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And we have the benefit of your experience on our side.
Part of me feels
Fair
like
enough.
I would be more informed if I had watched the episode recently.
There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Thank you for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself.
Oh,
But
he's a
my first
hologram.
officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission.
I was really confused because he sort of
The
phased
burdens
into
of
the room.
command. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach.
Oh,
Nothing to
he's
report as of right
lying.
now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious.
No, it is.
Which is
I'm
why
not
I'm asking.
lying.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate.
Fucking idiot.
We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it
This fictional captain is a bastard.
gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps. I thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
I couldn't lie for you.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I didn't feel comfortable lying to a superior officer.
I have no problem telling Starfleet. I just didn't want Riker holding this over me. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
I don't think he's going to end up... He's not going to be alive by the end of this game.
It's the automated
And when I say that, if I'm giving a chance, I'm going to kill him.
Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
What happens if he's not there?
Where are you? Prep your way, team.
Because they set up a...
They set
up a... I suppose they would have had an alarm system, right? They set up a barrier to stop people from arriving. What was to stop him leaving?
3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy.
No red shirts except me.
Ready
I'm probably
for
not going to die. I say probably. Meanwhile, on a different spaceship.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you.
Who's that guy? Which guy? The tall? Which guy? There are at least 1, 2, 3. There are 3 guys on the screen. You need to be more specific. We are on an alien spaceship that was originally belonged to the Illidians. The entire crew was replaced by Takan replacements. We are currently in control of Diaz, who is the other character. The blue guy is the the first officer of the ship that wasn't taken over by the Takan. Basically, everybody here is good except the guy that's talking at the moment, because he's been replaced by a Takan spy.
100,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makta. And we are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are.
Can you explain it with food? Can you explain it with food? Can I replace it to explain it with food? Okay, no, I can explain it with food if we're accounting drinks, okay? Originally, 2 alien... Okay, we'll get the big screen up. Okay, I hope you're prepared for this. On one side of the conflict, you have Coca-Cola. Yeah? On the other side of the conflict, you have Pepsi. Coca-Cola used to be in charge of the mines on Pepsi's home planet. But Pepsi dug too deep and discovered the remnants of the Lemonade Empire. Right? Okay? And they thought they were doing something that they could fight back against Coca-Cola with. But as it turns out, they discovered that the Lemonade Empire and the technology that was left behind on their planet would in fact infect them, and they would become the Lemonade Empire themselves. So now, on one side of the conflict, we have the Coca-Cola people, who is the tall blue guy. But on the other side of the conflict, we have the Pepsi and Lemonade combination, because Pepsi and Lemonade have merged into one entity. Because when you pour lemonade into Pepsi, you don't get either of the two original things. You get lemonade in charge of Pepsi's body. So that is why there is an evil Starfleet officer there at the moment. They have become one of the Pepsi lemonade people. And if you don't understand that, I can't explain it any more simple. I hope Pepsi wins. I mean, Pepsi, the original Pepsi people weren't particularly nice. They were all a bit warmongery. Tylus on the menu screen is one of the Pepsi people. I want Tylus to win. Galvin can suck a dick, but we're not entirely sure if Galvin was always evil. So either way, if Pepsi wins, Tylus wins. If Pepsi Lemonade wins, we're all screwed.
This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartapula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
What's an Aphelion?
This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
It's coming alive.
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Stop the
Not if
ship!
they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life. When my fellow Scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are.
We're gonna have a gunfight.
We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death.
He's died once, of course he does.
There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how.
If somebody's died a second, if somebody's died and you're threatening to kill him a second time, I imagine he would be a little bit concerned.
He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk.
Twist his nips.
Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
Fuck him up!
I get the impression you know how to make people talk. Think you can break his arm?
No, don't!
What the hell, Carter? We don't torture people. Did you forget what uniform you're wearing? What it stands for? This isn't like you.
He'll live. Isn't that what you want?
Don't you twist my words like that.
I have only
No, she
just
didn't like that.
begun.
Stop, please! Wait! The warp course.
I've never broken my arm. Does it
Technology
hurt
is
that
amplifying
bad?
the ship's output, and it still relies on the warp cores to provide plasma to the engines. Disable those, and the ship grinds to a halt.
Sabotage.
This display is for all life forms on the ship.
It's not
This
great.
is where the infiltrators are.
I can't imagine it was
Central
great,
artery
but-
of ship systems, sensors, propulsion, weapons.
Like, I'm not out here looking to experience it myself. Touch wood, I've never broken a bone, and I have no basis of comparison for how much it hurts.
This is engineering.
It's deserted.
If I can get us there, can you cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
You just worry about getting us there. I'll handle the rest.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I had almost hoped you'd made it off. And Nilly's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together. I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it...
In case you forgot, we were a part of something. I still am. The Federation may not be perfect, but it stands for ideals that your people clearly do not believe in.
We have our own ideals. And we have our own strength. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this.
Is her bobbing making anybody else feel a bit motion sick? I really wish she was just, like, gliding along the corridor like a ghost.
Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
What's the plan?
What's this plan you have? Is it the one where you steal our bodies and erase our minds?
That's a simplistic view of it. Your memories would live on within us. We can continue this conversation in person.
Oh my god.
I'll see you.
She's bringing the paintball chads to me.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you. You're still there. I think that's because you know we have something to offer you. And you're starting to do the math. And realizing that making peace with us is better than the alternative.
This isn't over.
You might think you have the upper hand, but you've never gone up against the Federation. This isn't over.
Oh no, Miranda doesn't like us now. She was already evil. What did they expect to happen? Disable the transmitter.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Uh-oh.
Set to stun. You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
You already broke his arm. What more do you want to do?
I want to eliminate loose ends.
Argue on the way?
I did that for you.
You know what? You can argue on the way. Now let's move it.
Kara hit me with a stuffed teddy bear. Ow! Kara wants a pet. Kara, do you want a pillow fight? Kara, you and me, pillows.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Hello? Mysterious alien entity?
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those uridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
What happens if your cell... As a non-scientist, can anybody tell me what would happen if my cells destabilized? Would I turn to goo?
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up.
I wonder, again, I really want to go back and watch the episode, because if they've included that as a feature in a video game, like, remembering where the phaser fire was is crazy. There's a bridge. What's over here?
If I recall right, Geordie LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
Who's gonna die, do we think? I feel like Portal's gonna kill one of these people. There are 3 named characters here and then 2 randoms, and I feel like the 2 randoms are a bit...
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Nothing. Oh, there might be something. What's that? No, that's the other person's tricorder. Tricorder, quarter. What's this?
These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing. But they
Everybody,
serve as
if you're new
energy
to the channel,
collectors.
go to the prediction that's popped up in
Could be a
chat.
good sign they're
Put your channel
inactive.
points down, win
The
some
Guardian
channel
of the
points
Khan doesn't have his
potentially.
guard up.
Potentially, you say? I don't think there's much to scan here, other than, like, we got non-tetrametric crystal formation, no tetrametric radiation detected, do not discharge phaser at this crystal. Part of me... Is he dead? Are we gonna find him dead? Hello? What did you hit me with that time? A broomstick? What are you, my mother?
Follow me.
Not that my mother ever hit me with a broomstick, but I feel like that's a motherly thing to do.
Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Yes, go to your room. I'm in my room. I'm in my own house. You never let me have any fun!
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Well, most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
I'm not... Oh, apparently I don't have a choice.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid. Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
I wonder if is he gonna be like, part of me wonders if is he old now? Like, this is the time frame between original season 1 Star Trek The Next Generation and where this is. It's a good few years. Dilemma. Holy shit, 17k Dilemma, GG. And somebody else. I get Dilemma and I don't see the and.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Yeah, Crewman LaRue. I'm sure this will end really well for you. And he's dead.
Duval to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
No, he's dead.
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Oh, great. A puzzle. Use your tricorder to find tetrametric crystals, then shoot them with your phaser. Tetrametric radiation is visible through the tricorder. Why do I have it in my... It's like one of those things. I always want to say triquarter in my brain, but it's tricorder, and I don't know when I got them the wrong way around. No tetrametric radiation.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet.
Stop hitting me with your teddy bear.
Indicate there was once living
He's
flora,
got feelings.
but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
I wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
What is the relevance of the dead trees? Because we keep seeing dead trees. No tetrametric radiation.
Looks like there used to be a bridge here.
I'm assuming that's what's going to open up when we find a crystal to shoot. We went that way. Hi, I know you don't like me. No, she doesn't like me. What did you hit me with that time? A frying pan? What are you, DollyWhiskers? DollyWhiskers has always had this fascination about hitting somebody with a frying pan because of the very satisfying noise it would make.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Okay. Shooting this one. I'm sure it will end fine.
Commander!
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
I mean... Find more crystals that give off tetra... There's not going to be more over here, are there? Hello? No. You can see the, like... Trust. Truvana, welcome in. How's it hanging? You having a good day?
Biosignature is coming from this direction. I'm sure of it. But there's no getting through here.
Jura,
There's
welcome in.
always a way.
Thank you for the contribution.
There's something alive beyond this wall. Based on the data from the Enterprise's records, it must be Portal 6-3.
I'll figure out how to get us past it.
I know you will.
Hang as usual, worn out undies. Wow. Okay, we're going over the bridge because there's no other crystals on this side. Chasm.
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu-4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Yeah, don't fall down hole.
That makes two of us.
Try not fall down hole, chat. Try not fall down hole. You hit me with a barbell? I think Kara's got violent tendencies. Hitting me in the face with a barbell. Imagine, I'm pretty sure that would kill me. I'm gonna put it out there, Kara. You've murdered me. Congrats. What's a barbell? Like you lift it with your, like when you're when you're lifting weights. Like a single hand weight is a barbell. Actually, I don't know that. It might be the two hand weights as well. Basically, weightlifting. It's a weightlifting thing. I'm not even going to scan this one because this one is not producing radiation. Neither is this one. Neither is that one. That one is, though. Are the ones that are producing radiation a completely different color? Because that... Is it this one? Because I feel if it's this one, they are quite literally yellow. Yeah, they're yellow. You can see it.
Good.
I didn't realize that there was a literal color difference. Okay, definitely that one. And then a dead end. We uncovered a hole and there's nothing in it. It's a dead end. Unless you're telling me I can... No. No, no, I take it back. Is there a crit? Did I was running into the wrong place. Ignore me. Usually dumbbell is Kurzhantel. Not that we kink shame, but you wouldn't kink shame me, would you? I mean, yeah, there's another one. It's that one, I can tell. It's a different color. No, I take it back. It's not that one. It's immediately tricking me. I can't tell where that radiation's coming from. It's like up there, but I'm not sure which one it is. Ignore that. Don't need to worry about that. That just happens sometimes. Okay. Oh god, are we up for an hour already? At chat, there is an ad coming up any second. We will go on the BRB screen for 3 minutes. But first, which one of these crystals is making that... Okay. Not that one. Oh, I can scan at this range. No. No. Is it that one? No. I can't tell which one it is. What's gonna happen? Is it just gonna... And I'm dead. We'll be back after this commercial break. Okay, let's blow ourselves up for a second time. Where's the door? There's the door. We made this mistake already. I can't see a crystal above. It's not over there, so there's a trick that I'm missing here. Huh? Wait, this is different. Did it do that last time? Is this different, or am I losing my mind?
Tetrametric.
Can't roll out either. I swear that's not the same door that I walked through, because there was like a land bridge.
Better go see what's different.
Use my tricorder to find the last crystal. And now we've walked up a hill. I am so so confused. Oh, radiation. That's the one we've hit already. Look with my tricorder from the open balcony. Oh, it's that one. But I don't seem able to hit it. There we go. Now how do I get over there?
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
But the bridge
We'll
disappeared.
make sure it's safe.
No, apparently I could just teleport back over there magically. We don't judge. Oh, Portal 911 or whatever your name was. Hey, look, trees.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Hello. Jinlos, welcome in. How's it hanging?
Flap,
Raiders.
flap. Jinlo's just raided with 8 viewers.
Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. Lone Sky Wolf 7 _ welcome in. I'm assuming people don't say your entire username usually because that was very difficult to say. Raiders, my name is Nimrin. Welcome in. Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I am a variety streamer, and today we are playing Star Trek Resurgence. This is a story-based game. It is a convoluted Star Trek story-based game. But basically, we've got 2 alien races. They're attacking each other. There's a 3rd alien race that is overwriting the personalities of other peoples. We're now trying to resolve the conflict. But I hope you had a good stream. If you'd like to hang around, please do so. Otherwise, feel free to raid and run. Coral Island is not a game I have played. How was it? I hope it was good. I'm going to play a trailer for you. I do that sometimes when people raid. If you see anything you like, please feel free to stick around. Lurking is always appreciated here. Please know that. But otherwise, how was Coral Island, Jinlos? I hope you had a good stream. It gets shortened. I was Lone Sky Wolf 7 _ I don't think I'm gonna call you that on a regular basis. Lone, I am assuming, is correct. Jinlos. It's like Stardew Valley, but cooler. It's not one I've played. Honestly, Stardew Valley, I really wanted to like because my partner really loves Stardew Valley. And I could never sort of like give it any amount of time. So I might not be the target audience for those games. But I hope you had a good stream. I'm going to play this for you. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls. Welcome to the Bob. I hope everybody's ready to watch Chimken get fisted. Welcome to the Bob. Oh, no. I'm here to kick ass. Can I interest anybody in a stinky secret? Daddy? Yes? Is there something the matter? That shouldn't be that funny. Look at that peen. Oh. It's nicer if you suck on it and it lasts a while. So take your top off. My bunghole is very tidy, I'll have you know. Chim, stop edging chat. I don't understand. I never said such a thing. If you're gonna eat anything, on my recommendation, you have your own ass on hand always. You should never go hungry again. You heard me. I'm aroused just from the conversation about the pink living jellyfish. Oh, that's a very interesting thing to say on the internet. He's gonna fist me, and not in a pleasurable way. This butt plug chicken. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm mildly concerned. Look how thick he is. Really, really sturdy. I'm gonna poop on you. It's pretty bad. And I have a juicy fat ass. What's the worst that could happen? And this is where I will be for the rest of the night. Oh, come on! Punch them into submission. No other place can I talk so openly about pissing myself.
Cluck, cluck.
Someone
has just joined the Bok Bok Brigade.
I just need to go and change my underwear. I really want to have sex on stream. Would anybody like to join me in the cum bath? Remember my mysterious hole. Didn't do it last time, not doing it this time either. Ha 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 ha! Please don't let that be a wipe. I would like to make some sweet music with him. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know what's really good, guys? Stabbing zombies up the bum. Now I've ruined it. government, we have bulk hires. That's it. That's all I've got. Thank you very much for the follow. As you can see, my follows are anonymous. If you'd like to make yourself known, please do so. Otherwise, like I've kind of already said, lurking is appreciated. Don't feel like you have to speak. Okay. Yeah, story-based game. So it's quite hard to tell you to sort of catch the raiders up with how this is going, but I figured that that's the danger with raiding into people that are playing story-based games. I hope you're all having a nice time. Please take care of yourselves. Self-care is sexy in 2025. Get some water, eat a snack, raid and run if you need to. That's it.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
We're all going to explode.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
I don't... Is it about to reset the planet?
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plans.
Why was...
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
He has gotten old.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian. I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave.
We need your help. Be honest with him.
We need your help.
My help?
You're the only one we can ask.
You're hiding something. Futile.
The Resolute's database.
How was Chim today? I'm all over the shop. I'm dealing with some mental health stuff right now. I'm doing all right. I'm taking care of myself best as I possibly can, and I am back on my meds because I accidentally came off my meds, and then there's a whole thing about coming back on my meds. But good news, everybody. My meds were doing something because when I stopped, here I am.
Is being accessed.
The Takan have returned? After so long, how could they? Explain.
If you want to talk just out of the Discord and text me, no, I get it. It's nothing like that. Like I take antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications, and I got off when I get off schedule, I stop taking my pills. So I had COVID, basically in summary, because I talked about this yesterday on stream. I had COVID in October. I'm struggling with a decrease in health since having COVID in October, right? So where I've been tired like the last month or so, I got myself into a position where I was sleeping in late and then having to rush to get to work on time. And because I was then rushing to get to work on time, and because I'm neurodivergent in a really irritating fucking way, as soon as I break my schedule, the first thing to go out the window is any medication that I'm taking. So I was getting up late, rushing to get to work, not taking my pills. And then a week went by and I was sort of like, I don't feel sick, but fucking hell, what is wrong with me? And then I just sort of sat there and went, I've not taken my brain medication in over a week. The difficulty is I'm now sort of like dragging my brain out of the hole that I sort of put it in. And this is basically, don't do what I do. Everybody, this is for everybody in chat. This is about men's mental health, women's mental health, all of the other mental healths. For God's sake, please remember to take your pills. If you have some medication to take right now, even if it's completely unrelated to mental health, which you're putting off taking your pills for, this is your reminder to go take your meds. Because Jinlos, the one thing I will say, like my partner, not that long ago, they went onto the same medication I am around the COVID time because we were all both very bothered by COVID with them being chronically ill. And they got to a point where they were like, I'm going to stop taking them. It'll be fine because I feel better. I'm going to stop taking them. A week later, they were absolutely distraught. So they went straight back on them. The one positive, if you can take how I'm currently feeling as a positive, I have proven that they are needed. So if a doctor ever comes to me and goes, do you need to be on these pills still? I can go, yes. Yes, I do.
Now.
Draconian technology made it possible to enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
I won't lie to you. Yes, we want to destroy them.
Finally, some honesty.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you doing?
Oh, this is gonna go well. I hope you're prepared for dice rolls, chat. I feel like that's where this is going.
Where are we? Where's my team?
They are safe where we left them. That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydick.
Who's that guy? He is a caretaker of... You haven't blown up a star system yet, so I guess you were doing okay. So in the original Star Trek The Next Generation series, I'm going to sort of quote what people have said to me in chat since I've been playing this game. There was an episode where the Enterprise found themselves arriving at this planet, and an alien entity from the planet scanned their database, and then Riker ended up sort of like liaising a peace with him on board the planet. He called himself Portal something, and he called himself the caretaker or guardian of the Takon Empire. The Takon Empire was a race of aliens from like a millennia ago, highly advanced, and he is sort of their caretaker. The Takon are the people that have come back and have been corrupting people in this game, but as he's just said, they identify as the Scions of the Flame, but they're not really Takon. They're like Takon radicals that wanted to perpetuate themselves gain immortality by transferring their consciousness between other entities. Guardian are like artificial beings that control the overpowered, overtech outposts of the fallen Takon Empire. Yeah, what I said, give or take a few things. That guy. How's it going, Strife? Hope you're doing well. I hope you like aliens. And no, I haven't blown up space yet. That is a terrifying series of emotes. I hope you know that, Merrick.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takon. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I see you're hurting, and I understand your pain. But pain shouldn't stop us from moving forward.
You do not understand me, nor the pain I feel for the loss of our once glorious empire.
I mean, that was potentially a little bit presumptuous of me. Doing well, my sleep schedule's got a little messed up, but it's my own fault. There's a lot of that going around at the moment in terms of the things that we've done to ourselves things. But I hope you get it back on track soon. It's important to have a good sleep. It's important to have a good sleep schedule. Like, be kind to thyself.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Copliard do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
I believe in the principles.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
I wish I had magical powers. Raise your hand if you want magical powers. I'm not going to be more specific. Just magical powers in general.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takon Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people.
But he's also immortal.
Betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
Every Takon that comes back does so by stealing someone's body. They are killing to come back.
What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit.
That's not how it works.
Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
You knew bioforming was wrong.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Takon did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these Scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood.
I do wonder why he is immortal.
I'm curious.
Is he a construct as opposed to a person?
Masquerading as true Takon. So I will go with you. And we shall find them.
He's coming with us.
I will judge them myself as a guardian of Takon. To understand their true intentions. For better or worse.
As is your right.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return to that.
We got a friend.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
It's not explained in the show that he can just swoosh away and around, so he's not overly corporeal. Probably bound to the planet, though. But if he's bound to the planet, he's about to leave with us. How does that work? It's one of those. It's a cool. I like his character. I have a subscription to Netflix. No, I can't because they took all of the Star Treks off the freaking streaming services. I was about to say I'm gonna go onto Netflix and watch this episode, but Paramount was like, I'm gonna take all of the Star Treks and put them on our own streaming service, which isn't accessible in the UK. So I can't watch Star Trek right now, or at least if I can and I'm not aware of the fact that it's now available to me, I'm not going to pay another streaming service for the privilege. I wonder if it's on YouTube.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right.
I like him.
We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Away team +1, ready to beam up.
I want a magic halberd. I rotate my streaming services, so I've got 2 to 3 at a time. I didn't know Paramount wasn't available over there. To be honest, I'm not 100%, but when they did it, when they took all of the Star Treks off the various streaming services, it wasn't available here. So I was midway through watching Star Trek Discovery, and then all of a sudden it was not on any of the platforms anymore. The only thing I will say is Prime kept hold of Picard until the 3rd series was broadcast, and I don't know if it's since gone to Paramount. But they created Paramount. All of their stuff was on various streaming services, and Paramount was like, okay, everybody really needs another one, and then created a streaming service just for, like, I don't know what else Paramount creates. I know obviously Star Trek is a big one, but what other franchises are strictly Paramount based? Stargate? Was that Paramount? No, that was MCM. Either way, I don't think I will ever find myself subscribing to Paramount. Which makes me sad, because I did like rewatching the content. Picard is Amazon made, though. I doubt they'd get a license if they can't keep it. I know they have a UFA Champions League over there. Though, having said that, okay, but bear with me 1 second. Because I'm subscribed to Netflix right now. Didn't I see Voyager on Netflix? Am I talking out of my ass? I might be talking out my ass. Also, if Star Trek suddenly starts playing, I apologize. No! Did they re-add it to fucking... Okay. Star Trek is apparently on UK Netflix. I'm talking out my ass. I thought they took it... They were going to take it all away. Did they not take it all away? Maybe Star Trek Discovery was the only thing that they took away. Because Discovery was originally on Netflix. Star Trek Discovery isn't on Netflix. And is still... And like the new... What's it called? Strange New Worlds? That's not on Netflix either. Maybe they still will, or they finally came to an agreement. They hit you with the old razzle-dazzle. I will 100% say I was midway through watching Star Trek, a season of Star Trek Discovery, and then it was just gone. So maybe that's what they did. Maybe they took the new franchises and left the old ones. Not really that important, but I have answered the question. After this stream, I'm going to go watch an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, and we're all going to have a really nice time. I take it back. Either way, I'm not subscribing to Paramount. Paramount can kiss my ass.
Four warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
Gotta head to bed, need to stay up early tomorrow. Have a great stream. Genlos, thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it. And I hope you sleep well. Handle your expeditions. It's a season 1 episode. They all wear onesies. Yeah.
We're soldiers.
I know.
Not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions.
We'll do our part, you do yours. Anything that comes through that door, stop it.
That I can do.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure we're not going to blow up the entire ship. What happened to your crazy girlfriend in game? She's been corrupted by a Takon personality and is basically like, if the Takon, like the Hatari people, like this guy is like the face of the original problem. If the face of the now like ongoing problem has a face, it's our girlfriend. Like she seems to be like the nominated, what the fuck is gonna happen? She's evil. Chim immersion technobabble. Bioformed. I'm not good at the technobabble. One of the 4 warp cores powering the cell, the thermal output indicates each core alone could not sustain minimal warp, but harmonic confusion of at least 2 cores would produce an exponential increase in power. The thermostatic sensor relays temperature signals to automated coolant. Okay, we're gonna overheat it, I think.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Otari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Years of childhood memories and all of that jazz. Years of my childhood watching Star Trek have taught me that warp cores exploding is a bad time. And I feel
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takon can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
Yeah, that's the
You're thinking
deal.
what I'm thinking? Warp core ejection.
So the question is, how do we make it happen?
Also, I thought if it's a warp core ejection, can't they just reclaim them? Unless it's your enemy's warp core. The difficulty is we have nowhere to go. Like, if we blow up the ship with the warp cores, these 2 characters are dead.
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent. Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second...
Wouldn't be proper Star Trek if they don't end up penetrating some colorful space vulnerable with whatever a warp core or beam or probe.
You 2 start dumping cores, the Takon will know.
That was a hell of
here.
a sentence you just wrote.
We'll be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Do whatever you have to do to make sure we have the time to finish.
Anything?
Anything.
We'll barricade
I hope
the
you
door.
liked it.
Work quickly.
Barricade the door. Work quickly. Let's run. Let's not walk like... Number 2, engage vibration on the space vagina. What?
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Oh yeah, firing a phaser directly into what is effectively a nuclear reactor seems like a really good plan.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... We don't know how much damage that cartabula will do if we accidentally crack it open.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
What can't a phaser do? Okay. Phaser fired out of reactor. Imagine the glee in their eyes.
There you are. Time to heat things up.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
They're cutting through the door. We don't have much time.
Run, everybody, run. Hello there, Dynamite, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the first time chat.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
I'm very ill already. I think this is probably going to be a wipe. I've already taken too much damage. Yeah, I'm dead. Holy shit, that was a lot of flashing. Came from the curator. I was the one disturbed and intrigued. Thank you. I will try my best to. I will try my best, but it's not a. I should have said it. What's the word? Marek can comment, right? Marek can comment because Marek came from that exact same stream. Have you been pleasantly surprised, Marek, or disappointed? Dynamite. Also, like, I like critique. Don't hold back. If I've not been as unhinged as you were promised, I will try to ramp up the unhingedness. I do my best.
Okay, same as before.
Quite the opposite here. There we go. I'll take the compliment. I've not received enough technobabble. Oh, come on, why is this one so much harder? My Elydian allies are just dying like nobody's business. This is hard. I'm out seeing no song request. I can't sing.
Okay, same as before.
Not well, anyway. So much damage. dead. Oh! Am I supposed to educate anybody here on Germany's finest? Imagine Chim singing at Emlos. How much would that cost asking for a friend? I don't know what that is. What is a Temlos? Explain it to me.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Part of me wonders, right, if this is easier with mouse and keyboard because of the point and click. No, do not exit the game. No, do not exit the game. How do I don't know the controls. The difficulty is I don't know the... I see that. No. I think I want to try this with mouse and keyboard because I don't think I'm as retrying story mode. Use explosive barrels to take out the enemies faster. There's just so freaking many of them.
Okay.
Gonna come up? Okay, we're gonna take a quick cat break. Also, good news, everybody. I tied that command to George. Now my camera moves automatically. Everybody, if you are new to the channel today, this is George. He's a tiny little businessman and he knows one trick. Literally one trick, but it's a cute trick. Sorry, I'm just counting biscuits in my hand. George, you can't do it twice. Don't try and add additional numbers to the cat counter. That's just rude. Okay, give it. Oh, the paw. He gave the paw. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah. Take the treat out of my hand. Don't just, like, bite the one end and pull. Hey, do you want this? Would you like this in your mouth? Yeah, good boy. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. How about this one? You want that one, too? Oh, yeah. Last one. Good boy. Seedlet, have you seen the new combination? Corner Frog? Yeah, Seedlet, have you seen? George seems like a good boy. We refer to him as the cheese missile. Smells like cheese. He likes to run fast, but he is a very good boy. Yes, there is a new combination, Corner George and Frog. Just to clarify, Seedlet, that isn't the actual size of one of our frogs. In case you were confused. Okay. I don't have a good feeling. This seems quite tough. Let's try again.
Same as before. We just gotta... We did it. Okay, back to keyboard, back to controller.
We're back to controller. Smooch in the corner, George. How dare you? That is my son. At least buy him dinner first. I would usually have a wheel, right? But this game, I'm usually down in the bottom right-hand corner, and some of these hats don't always make sense. So, like, if I do this... Juji works. Juji works. Look, I got a tiny... Like, he's down... No, that's the wrong button. What am I doing? That's the hat. Like, you can see it, but it's not as good when I'm on the top of the screen. I'm not usually up at the top of the screen. This game just warrants it.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I'll cover you.
What? No!
Get the war core done, or we're all dead.
Also, the cat is back. Are we really doing this 2 times in a row? Are we really doing this? Chimken compliments himself. I mean, I feel like I'm being very honest with my state of being right now, and that is quite hard for me as a person to admit. Like, I'm very pro talking about mental health and all of that sort of stuff, but when it comes to my own, I'm not always as open as maybe I should be, and I feel like that is the compliment this week. I'm doing everything that I can to be as good and as okay as I can. Also, the cat is back immediately. We only give him 5 treats per visit. If anybody is watching this footage going, why isn't that cat as big as a house? He doesn't get treats off stream unless if I've streamed. He only gets 5 per visit. Hey, take this. Put it in your mouth. There you go. Thank you. Good boy. Oh, okay. The gunfire is stressing me out. These little segments are quite tough. You're a good egg. Did you know that? That's an evaluation, not a compliment. Also, you just got here. Don't be critical of my compliments. Okay. I shaved my head today, and I am fancy. I'm here for my head silhouette. Does that count? Does that count? Like, I've got my fresh bald head. I've got the beard on point. I'll tell you that, like, it's really shiny. That's the, I need to do a thumbnail photo. This one will be it. That's the thumbnail photo for when this VOD goes onto YouTube. Nobody won. Double Takers won the race. Nobody got it. I really need to make that command 1 button because currently I have to, it's a toggle switch, which isn't the best, but we're learning. Let's kill some people. I mean, if you just machine shave, is your egg ever shiny? Mine ain't. No, like, I think you have to wax it, and I never wanted to get that far. For shine, I need chemicals or knife. I have what once upon a time, let me tell you a story, right? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I was on a family holiday in Greece with my family, hence why it's called a family holiday. I was swimming in the pool, and we were talking about beards around the people with the people around the pool, and I had a beard at the time, right? And there were a bunch of different families, and like my parents were there, and they were drinking, and the other families were drinking. It was a whole thing. Everybody was having a nice time. And this guy in the thickest northern accent you've ever heard, and I can't do a northern accent, so you'll have to pretend that this is a northern accent when I say it. Chimken, you've got a blue face. Apparently, like, I do agree. I have like if I shave in a morning, I don't shave obviously, but if I shave at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I have stubble at like 10. I have perma stubble. So I shaved my head this morning and I already have a little bit of graying. Like, I think I would have to laser my entire head to get like a proper, sounds like a Boris. I think his name was Kim. Now my points are in the void. Take 2. Yeah, so I don't know what I would have to do to get like the movie bald head, but I think it would require wax, and I'm not here for it. Now let's go with Boris. 1 minute and 15. Okay, Boris. Yeah, but once upon a time, a man named Boris said that I've got a blue face. I have my hair grow phase from 13 to 17 or so. If I shave after 5, I'll stay smooth till the next day lunchtime. Now, I would love to be able to make it to lunchtime, but I can't, and it's always been that way. I got a blue face. Do you have one of those race car shaver things? Like the ones that go, yeah, I do. Skull. It's the skull shaver. It's like the ones with the it's got like a network of hexagons on it, and you like press it on and it sort of molds to the shape, and then you drag it through. My beard used to be about the same length, but I got tired of bed beard. I shower every morning. And again, that's like as a thing. If I'm going to work, if I shower every day, like every morning, it's part of my routine. I shower, I shampoo it, I push it into a shape with a comb, and then sort of leave it. So it's very rare that I have bed beard. Also, it's incredibly soft. Maybe Chim's beard is stiffer. I wouldn't say stiffer. Like if I go, I wouldn't say stiffer, but if like it's exceedingly dense. My hair when it's long, like it's exceedingly thick. Like I've twisted that, and it's that's a look. But you get it. It's exceedingly, and then it's gone. It's like magic. And then you should braid your beard. I do have the bands. I still think it's not long enough. Like I feel like I would either have to have very nimble fingers. Oh, I can't look at that right now. Why can't I look at that? I'm unable to access that website for some reason. It was caught by my security. An actual race car shaver. I can't look at it right now. Either way, who knows? If anybody clicks that link, I trust Dynamite because I know them from other places, but for whatever reason, my PC wouldn't allow me to open that screen. Game. I'm in a gunfight and I'm like here talking about beards. But beards are cool. Beards are cool. If anybody here is growing a beard right now, I would like to give you the sound advice that I got from my barber, and it has been absolutely great. Never buy expensive beard products. There is a market for beard oils, beard shampoos, beard gubbins, and it might make you smell nice, but you are spending a lot of money. The only thing I put on my face is hair shampoo, and my beard has never been a problem. Okay, play Atom Lost 7 times. It's great for your sanity. What is this? What is this? Is it a video game? Is it music? I'm concerned. I'm Googling Atom Loss. I'll do it on my phone. Atom Loss. What is it? Ellen Fisher. Is that what Atom Loss is? I'll look at it after stream. Play it. It's a song. I can't do it today. I can't do it on stream because of copyright issues. Oh fug, oh fug. Ellen Fisher, yeah. I'll check it out after stream. It's loaded on my phone.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core. Warp drive disengaged.
I blame Dravana. I would have never brought it up. It's fine.
You did it.
got that escape plan for me?
I think so. Itasca, can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Surella, my friend.
Oh, don't. Miscellaneous alien, no!
You want me? I'm right here.
I don't think we came out of that particularly well. Like, we achieved what we set out to achieve, but literally everybody died. Miscellanean. You still climbing? How well could it be? Are they gonna convert her?
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
They're gonna convert her. This is the conversion process that we were talking about.
It will all be better soon.
That turns her into a Takon.
Wake up, Manka Umet.
This is how they learned the lemonade recipe. Yeah. They're now a Pepsi lemonade.
Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
We have a mission. We have to stay on track because this is bigger than all of us.
They defy.
Sorry, this is a really inappropriate time, but I can't control it. Why is she so short? I didn't even see her at first. She's sat down. Yeah, I can't control that, and it is amazing how many times it comes up when there's like a really specific time where it would be inappropriate would be if you couldn't pause play. Oh, it has happened. It has happened. It also has happened when we've like jumped through a space portal and suddenly there's disco music. I'm kind of here for it in some of them. Final Fantasy X, there's a bit where you go through a giant portal in an airship, and then you're like floating across a river, and then the disco music started playing. It was quite. I'm here for it. I'm confused. I have no control over that animation that's just happened. I've got two of them, and they happen on a it's completely RNG. I have no control over when they'll happen, and it's a game of will it be when it's at a really inappropriate time, basically. I'm gonna take an ad break. I'm gonna go away for 3 minutes. I'm gonna recline in my chair. I'm just gonna chill. I'm possibly gonna go pee. You need to go do the same because self-care is sexy in 2025. I'll be back after the ads. Farewell. question you have to ask yourselves is, why does my office smell like sausages? What is happening in chat? Also, hi, Jura. What's happening in chat? Are they bullying you, Jura? No worries. I've seen it now. I'll break you, Madge. It's non-electric, primitive, unhip, environment saving. Yeah, put your finger in it and run it over your head. Make race car sounds. Who gave her a sword? Jura. Jura, the streamer did. Yeah, Jura's in charge here. You have to be careful. They'll time you out with no reason. I don't know why you guys are always worried. Although, no, that makes the big spiky knife under, like I understand now. That also went interesting. And also, seen you fight as a crab. Sushi boss is hard. Okay, we're all caught up. Jura, how's it going? I'm looking for a banning on my first stream here. Dinah, you're not going to get one. Like, I've banned 3 people ever. At least, at the most, you'll get a stern talking to.
My poor Itasca, with every moment they take breath in her body. I will not let that stand.
Jura doesn't take bribes. Hard as fuck, been out all day.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
I like him. I really like him. I can't help it. I like his hair. Can I get hair like that, do you think? Maybe a wig?
The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Takan Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I think that's the first time you've said something nice about the Federation.
And it may just be the last.
So when do we see Q? I honestly don't know if he's in this. I'm kind of disappointed if he's not.
Be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
He's got them anyway. Don't pretend that he doesn't.
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this
You got
is
your Borg yet?
merely a
No.
research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent.
Solano's gonna flip when he hears this.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Who cares? The captain's a dick.
Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's wanting to help us.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvan.
I am at your service. To whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what, exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very
Why
successful.
is he immediately being aggressive?
You said you needed my help. I didn't come
Jesus!
here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Takan.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Takan, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Takan. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything? Ridiculous.
Captain, I know it's a risk. But right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Here she was, naive enough to believe it wouldn't be a problem. Little did she realize the levels of ignorance and incompetence she was up against.
I like him because he doesn't like the captain.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your...
I want to... If we're spacing anybody, Evil Seedlit, did you just say space him? If we're spacing anybody, we're spacing this man. He is a complete and total... He is possibly the worst depiction of a Starfleet officer I've ever met. Like they've been clearly bad guys. This one just seems incompetent.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Punt, I think, is what I meant to say, Dro.
A word.
Oh, I'm gonna get told off now by the captain. His mustache is his qualification.
I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize that's supposed to be in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are.
Sir?
You know what this mission means to us. Not just...
Sir, everything you don't like could fill a nebula.
Just for the Federation. But for me personally...
I'll stop making it about
I can't
you!
afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough.
This is more than...
This could be the end of my career.
I'm sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here. Both of which are more important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
Then so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For
Holy
both
shit.
of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
Can honestly, bad writing, can anybody does anybody know how to enact a mutiny? Because I'm this close to enacting a mutiny. Would anybody in chat like to join me in a mutiny? He doesn't do Star Trek justice. It's such a weird, like, they played Star Trek, like, in the show, there's been bad guys, right? But he is incompetent. That's the difference. There's been bad guys, but there's never been incompetent bad guys. Or at least I don't think there have been. He is... Oh.
You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours.
We're gonna get... Oh!
The galaxy
is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How long
I
will
found
it take?
something. There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Draconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydick to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
No apology necessary. Your concerns were valid.
Nonetheless, I should learn to trust your instincts. Which were absolutely right. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
He's flip-floppy as well. I'm not on board with bad writing. But his character is just a little all over the place. Like, I can't... Like, from a psychological perspective, if he's actually concerned about his command, he would be flip-floppy. So they've probably written him as a bad guy very well. I want to punch him. And his stupid mustache.
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Draconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Draconian device, and I can find Galvin for you.
The mania causes behavioral weather
It's
vane.
designed to interfere with all transmissions. Or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvin.
Is there a Takan on board?
Hold on. My understanding is that Takan technology requires a Takan to operate. Is there another Takan on this ship?
The Scions could have someone on the ship doing everything they can to stop us from finding Galvin.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
I mean, if you go and try and remove the technology, surely the Takan's going to turn up. Who is
Engineers
it?
would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden.
Raise your hands
Better
if you...
to rely on my tricorder.
Who wants to guess? Who wants to guess who it is? Who's going to be the baddie?
There's
Is it
a lot of
Jura?
noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
Jura, is it you? The captain seems too obvious. It's George, how dare you? That's my son, he would never betray us. I'm trying to scan the warp core, but it doesn't want to let me scan it. It's Samuel Mudd. Fucking Mudd.
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
The Pepsi people? Ah, yes. The Pepsi people. No, the Pepsi people are back on that planet, and most of the important ones got locked away. What's this? It's a pipe. Is there a room here? Perhaps it's this giant glowing thing.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
Thank you, Strive. Whatever it is, it's definitely over that other side of the room. I haven't been paying attention at all. In what way? What can I fill you in on? Do you have questions? I like questions. Oh, maybe it's this giant glowing thing here.
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There we go.
I wish they were more
I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
I wish there were more Star Trek games. This one is fairly recent. It's not impossible that there will be follow-up games in this franchise. There's many, but not most very old. I kind of, like, I don't know if they ever discussed doing a follow-up to this game. I think it was well received. Like, I've had a really good time with this. I'm not done yet, either. Okay, I found the evil thingamabob.
Found it.
There it is.
Excuse me. Do you belong here?
Uh-oh.
Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway.
He was
right?
He was on
Yes.
he was security.
You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What are you doing back here?
Yeah, I'm not telling you.
I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
It's need to know.
Sorry, it's not something I can go into.
Right, of course. Forget I asked.
There is one thing you can help with. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
Be discreet.
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
You didn't like it when I asked.
I'll leave you alone already. Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
No!
Tyler?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Tyler.
Thank you.
If Tyler is a baddie, I'm going to be so upset.
Maybe Tylus saw something.
That's the trail. No, Tylus is my Hotari girlfriend. This is the one that we thought that there was a romantic interest with. If she's a turncoat, I'm going to be so pissed. Give me a Mass Effect Star Trek game and throw up my paycheck at it. Have you tried Star Trek Online, the MMO? It's not recent, but I've heard very good things.
Tylus, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
Are you evil?
There's something happening. I may need your help.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the force field will put them at ease.
This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Chiconian technology.
Hi, Kirst.
Does that mean there's a Scion on board? But Dr. Duvall...
Thank you for the contribution.
Every deck, every crew member, I've seen the logs. She couldn't have been more thorough.
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
Yes, I do.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Clear.
Now it's your turn.
Sure.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
Who is it, though?
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
Is the captain on that list?
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
The doctor was very pro-mutiny.
This is manageable.
Well, sort of implied that they were pro-mutiny.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari. Let's see who's
The doctor didn't go to Hotari, I don't think. The captain still feels very obvious.
No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
Hey, do you remember that time
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no one would question him. He's the captain.
He fits the profile for the kind of people the Takan want to bioform. People with authority that can lead to them gaining more control.
Like Galvin? Queen?
The captain of a Federation starship.
It would also explain why he's flip-flopping.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it.
What number is that? Is this 3? This is 3. It's George, everybody. Look at him. He's also down here. You can see him. Oh, okay. He did the loudest meow when he came into the office then. I heard it through my headphones. He's back for business. And somehow he'll still be asking for treats when me and DollyWhiskers go to bed tonight. For this. It's very nice. Thank you very much. It's good. Imagine how boring your streams would be if he wouldn't ever visit. I mean, Dro, that's a bit insulting, right? Like, if anything, you keep coming back. So if my streams are boring without the cat, you're still here. And that's the most important part to me. Give me that. Give me a big shake. No frog, no cat, I'm out. Wow. Wow. I'm insulted. Get out. Both of you. Be gone. Be gone, thought. Are you gonna hang out there or are you just gonna be in the way? I'm here knowing I get cat though. I mean valid, he is very adorable. Can you believe I streamed yesterday and he didn't show up once? What are you looking at? And do not knock over this, though, because that's going to end poorly. Okay, he's gone. Now we can get back to Spies. I must have missed that stream. He wasn't in here last night. Because he got a shit ton of treats when we went to bed.
I found the device.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization.
This feels like we're building up to the ending.
Comets and planetoids in the outer orbits. Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal.
What is an aphelion?
Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire. But be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Draconian firepower. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous.
Like they're not already dangerous.
My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Dakan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However...
Jim, do you think you could beat the Kobayashi Maru? Isn't the way to beat it cheating? Isn't that like the thing? Don't you just cheat? Because it's like what's the it's meant to, the Kobayashi Maru is meant to be designed as an inescapable situation, right? So the only way to actually beat it is to cheat.
The presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone. Time is not on your side.
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioforming was so rare in the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Proof of your claim is something you will have to produce yourself.
Then we have to bioscan him. I'll talk to Dr. Duvall.
Is this a mutiny?
That's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
Are we mutinying him?
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
Well, if you're right, this is the worst-case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career.
Absolutely.
Maybe your life.
I am. I have to be.
Good. You know what this is going to take. I'm in. We can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Oh, I don't know which one I'm gonna trust. Are they attempting to go back to war?
Down to one reactor. I thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Dakan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
To the computers. There appears to be a fence in the way. What a very awkward way to move through a room.
I got the ship's heading.
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. The u.s.s system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldi's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Oh! Well, that's gonna get annoying.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. If they keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps, they're going to tear it apart.
Zeldi is still made by Lydian hands, despite all this Dakan corruption. It'll hold.
Then we just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
I don't like the cutaway it just did. Oh, okay, we're fine.
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
I think she is the first.
Is there another plane of existence for you? With every passing battle, as I get older, I think about it more.
I believe in an afterlife.
I believe there's an afterlife.
You do?
Yeah.
Then you should understand this. My people have a special journey. When Illydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released.
You're allowed to change.
Think of what she could be going through right now.
You're allowed to change the way you think with new information. That's how it's supposed to work.
The way you think and the way you feel don't always line up. I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant. The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister. Sounded like her.
And like losing Miranda?
But wasn't.
So, losing Miranda like this, it opened an old wound.
Never really closed up in the first place.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spill together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
You are many things.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
Now kiss!
Will they not cease this madness?
What is this place?
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better? Or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many lives stolen.
It may not look like it, but this is better. It's twice as likely the Resolute will find us now.
This doesn't look like the Aphelion. What are they doing here?
What is an
You don't think
aphelion?
they're just meeting their
I keep
buddies?
saying aphelion. What is an
Maybe.
aphelion?
Then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm. It's back. What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Tetrametric radiation is dropping. The Zeldy's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
They've taken the cartabula.
means
They've sent the cartabula to that other ship.
We're gonna mutiny, chat. Who's with me? Get your pitchforks and your flaming torches. I don't know who wants to be on my side. The blue guy, I think he's communications.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong. In fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
No. I can't remember his name, but the blue guy in the background likes me. And the doctor I do think is a potential. I've upset her a couple of times. I called the Hollow Room as my kingdom and all the Klingon liquor. I think it's Westbrook.
Commander Westbrook, a word, please.
I'm busy here, so let's make it quick.
Smurf is a Bolian. Thank you. I can't remember his name. I couldn't remember the name of his race.
What's this about?
The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed and is now actively working against us.
Come on. You can't be serious.
Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu 4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan.
That's ridiculous. I just spoke with him a few minutes ago. He was as normal as ever. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Listen, I know we've had our differences, but I need you to hear me out on this.
What evidence do you have to even support this preposterous claim?
I'm working on that.
Right. This isn't the first time you've trusted me. That consistency makes me want to believe you. If you go through with this,
I trusted him by
and you're
accident.
right about Solano. You'll be the new captain of the Resolute.
I didn't want it like this.
I hoped I would be captain someday, but I didn't want it to happen like this.
I'll have your back. But you damn well better be right.
Good. I trusted him right at the beginning of the game because I didn't understand the interface and clicked the wrong button. Sir?
It's now or never.
Give me your pants and your gun.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will. All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready.
No.
Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Taconian marauders.
The crew looks to you for guidance, Captain. It may seem like a nuisance, but it would set the right example.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the Academy.
I'd follow that order, if you were actually Captain Solano.
Well then, there's only one thing left to do. Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Captain, please reconsider.
I've given my order.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
Commander Rydek has proof.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu-4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Takan in our midst, Portal 6-3.
Here we go.
He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
And there's the gun.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Who shot him? Oh, fuck. Okay.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
What is the meaning of this? Everyone hold until we get answers. This cannot happen on the bridge of a Federation starship.
I can prove I'm right.
I can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
If you're wrong, there's no coming back from this.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Imagine if he's not. Imagine if it's the biggest bait and switch in the history of time. He's not. And it's actually the Doctor.
Commander Rydek was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Takan.
Ah!
As the Chief Medical Officer of the u.s.s. Resolute, I am relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
Like, don't give him access to any fucking computer equipment like we did the last one. Good for the other guy for shooting him, because he didn't trust us to begin with, so that actually he shot a guy for us. I like him now.
What to say. I'm stunned.
Thank you for shooting your superior officer.
Well, there's no going back now. You are, rightfully, the captain of the Resolute. And I'm with you from here on out. I need you to know that.
Not how I envisioned it.
I've always wanted to be captain of my own ship, but I never imagined it would happen this way.
I don't think anyone could anticipate something like this. But you learn from one of the best. And you'll be one of the best. I know it.
Oh, the other two don't like that? He likes it. What an odd... The Bolian and the tactical officer didn't like that? Okay, everybody, they're gonna say it. They're gonna say it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Is it engage time? Have them arrested. Yeah, we are now a police state in space.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain.
On your command.
Engage.
They said it, everybody. Time to drink.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Elydian ship is here.
The Zeldi?
We're outnumbered.
Captain, your orders.
Return fire on the Zeldi.
Returning fire. No effect. Their shields are holding.
The Vescar's warp engines are powering up.
They have no warp core. How are they holding? And there goes our warp.
Our warp engines are offline.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Vescar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Can you get a lock on our friends?
Still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
Okay, no, we're not just gonna kill them. They're gonna try and escape.
Come on.
I almost have it.
They gotta know we're here. Hurry. You got it?
Got it. DS to Resolute.
We read you, DS.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is Edsalar... is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, we're both here. We're both okay.
Very good, Petty Officer.
Can you get us out of here?
I can't transport you out while the Zeldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll find a way.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it. Because we can't give
Thank
you
you for the
much more
contribution. Welcome in.
time. Can't let up fire on the Zeldi.
Understood. Diaz out. We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Elydian ships have no escape pods.
Of course they don't.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
I don't have a good feeling.
That should allow us to take a few more hits. Enemy phaser impact dissipated.
Heading, Captain?
Use an attack plan. Attack pattern Delta.
Attack pattern Delta. Target ventral power couplings.
Aye, Captain.
I don't know what Delta that. I don't.
Zeldi, in range.
Fire!
Fire!
Zeldi's shields down to 82%.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance. I can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access.
Please
to your
just do it.
propulsion
I don't
systems.
care.
Goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
He needs to.
Not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
To me, it's simple. You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me?
I trust him.
I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
He is the most trusted.
Commander Ermot, give portal access to the propulsion systems.
He is the only character that's got no
You're going to have the
question
ship in
mark
your
over
hands.
him.
Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
Also, I think it shows personal growth that I have not made a fisting joke about him yet. Gotta go fast! But is it the growth you want? The ice your engine's very tasty
Your ship
now.
has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside. Something we can make airtight.
No way this'll hold up in a vacuum.
Damn it, not this one.
Here we go. This'll work.
That's great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Glancing blow. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Edzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere.
Targeting their engines.
Whoa! We gotta move it now.
These will give us the push we need.
Explosives.
Those are explosives.
We'll ride the blast right out of here.
I've got a bad feeling,
All
chat.
set.
I'll set the containment field to deactivate.
And I do,
then
I
run
agree.
back. We can detonate by remote.
Part of me expects him
Seal
to
the doors
die.
from inside the container once we do.
Also, I'm not a physicist. I think the only physicist in the entire community is Spoopy. If you put 3 people in a metal container and launch them into space, even with the slightest amount of inertia that one of these like vessels is providing, would they not turn into jam? Like, they've not got seatbelts in this box. They're just going to be going ting, 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 ting around the inside of the box. I don't think that's how physics works, and I feel oh, she's very upset with me. Oh, Commander Ermot and Bedrosian are upset with me because I didn't talk to them about Solana. Okay, the engine just got shredded, not much inertia.
Before all the air sucks out of the cargo bay.
I just feel like one of these 3 is about to die, and I'm pretty sure it's Lanky. No? Honestly, I'm surprised.
Just a few more moments.
Time to hug each other.
Hurry! What are they doing in there? Please, help me.
No. The Takan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
She can figure her own way out of this.
This ship can't fly. Sidron set it to self-destruct. Please, Amenta.
Oh,
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
No, I'm agreement. I'm not.
Don't leave me!
I have.
Get this lifeboat off the ship before Sidron blows it all to hell!
We're going.
Peace out. And we'll find out what happens after the break. Gasp, you killed her, and I would do it again too! What is happening in chat right now? What is happening in chat? The downside of story games like this, replays aren't worth it. Yeah, it's one of those. I've talked about my position on replays of games like this, especially Mass Effect. Any game with a level of moral choice, I think there is a certain type of streamer on the platform that would go, I want to experience every single decision. But as soon as I am done with my first playthrough on games like this, I'm sort of like, but I remember my playthrough and I don't want to go back and like pare that down by experiencing some of the other decisions that I could make. So I won't be replaying this, but I will play other games of its type. I've had a massive amount of fun. Picard can become Borg and come back. 7 of 9 became humanish again. Chim just starts offing people. No redemption arc for you. Think of your girlfriend, Chim. You loved her once. Mass Effect, though, it has an evil arc and several endings. So many nuances. See, but the difficulty is, like, I will have remembered I will also, Dro, because you were a massive, like, massively pro me going back to that game. It is on a hiatus list. It is one of 2 games I've put on a hiatus list. It has not been binned, but I have not been of the right mindset to play it. What was I gonna... There was a point I was gonna make. I've lost it. I'm sure it was extremely important.
Hetzelar to Resolute.
I have the away team. Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Loved Mass Effect. Yeah, I played Mass Effect 1, 2, and into 3 all at once, and it took literal months, and I was doing it on the hardest difficulty eventually, and I just got to a point where I went through a bad period in real life, and I was like, I need to finish something on stream again. This game is taking it's taking so long. It's not bad. I'm just not in a place where I can play it right now.
Get that tractor beam ready. And you should know, the Zeldy is set to self-destruct.
If we do enough damage to the Zeldy first, it'll prevent the self-destruct sequence from completing.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
Hold all fire! Get out of there, Petty Officer. Do it now!
You heard her.
Done!
Ready?
Detonate!
And this is what I'm telling you about. They would be jam right now. Like, they would have been why were they not thrown against the inside of that box?
We're out! I have them on sensors. Tractor beam activating.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire!
Gee. We got him! Everybody wave from the windows.
Tractor beams locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else. I tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldy detonated.
Sidron.
Good job on the silver, Drew.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here. Now.
I have to see it for myself. We'll go there together.
I have assumed as much.
Is this the Takan arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Takan Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
What is an aphelion?
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Bridrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
Picard did leave the Enterprise, right? Like, it wasn't unheard of for him to leave. I get his point. Like, I understand his point. Oh, actual spacesuits? Bottle's just hanging out.
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Let's make this a short mission, all right?
That's the plan.
Not often into dangerous situations, but I mean, Riker was very professional and had balls to stand up about to Baldy. Scan her.
Captain.
They mutinied like 8 times over the show.
Phasers should make quick work of the ice.
Daddy has won the race, everybody. All hail Daddy. Sugar Daddy bought me many points. Good job, Drew.
Is this another Takan vault?
I'm sure it's fine. Let's go into the giant space, whatever that is.
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Maybe Portal can open it?
Portal, can you open it? It is a Taconian vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
This is fine.
You're welcome. Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
I like how so perturbed he always is. You're kind to him and he's like, oh, I don't know what to say to that. I love him. I love Portal. I want him to be okay. Who's been polishing these floors? Does dust exist in space?
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. We don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could be.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Oh, Portal!
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Tikhon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
We have, it's like a Pokemon gym. It's like one of the Pokemon gym puzzles. You have to land on the, he looks better in the game. It's like there's a Pokemon gym puzzle where you have to do this. You have to go on the right platform, otherwise you end up in a loop. Hey. Contains vast amounts of Draconian data, contents unable to be translated. Extremely high particle density, impassable by Starfleet technology. Extremely high particle density.
Soil. Just soil. It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database. Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Tikhon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this.
But why did they come here, though? And what is an Aphelion? So please, can somebody tell me what an Aphelion is?
In my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Tikhon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being, even with your defenses up.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry to put you through this. I know it must be difficult.
Don't apologize. I'm glad I came. This means a great deal to me.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Draconian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but...
Okay, now we know what it
looking
is.
through the ship schematics. It appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced
Ignore
transporter
that.
technology.
Pay no attention to that. Not important.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
Highly advanced transporter technology. Are they gonna move planets? Is that what they're... Because they alluded to moving planets before. When they say establish a new empire, are they gonna pinch planets? Oh, fuck.
There are more up ahead.
It's people.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
They came looking for somebody. Or a group, many somebodies. I mean... Well, shit.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Dakon civilization. A distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
Like thousands of these cases?
Given the size of this vault, there must have been tens of thousands of these cases, representing billions and billions of Dakon.
A threat on a truly massive scale. One your Federation can't easily contend with. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Dakon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Dakon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong.
Oh, no.
This was always their purpose. To restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Dakon life is precious, irreplaceable.
You're to blame.
Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you. If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
I've seen the kind of results diplomacy gets in this era. You can hardly blame me for wanting a quicker result. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. One minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
Transportation.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
You wanna know what's really fucking stupid? Raise your hand if you mind any spoilers for Picard. Egg is never stupid. Does anybody in chat mind it? Does anybody mind a spoiler for the third series of Picard? Because I'm gonna do a spoiler and I don't want to. I'm gonna do a spoiler. I'm gonna hold my hand up, and when my hand's gone down, we will no longer be discussing spoilers. Okay. So if you want to avoid a spoiler, never watched it, probably won't. If you want to avoid a spoiler for the third series of Picard, watch the hand and mute, and then come back if you want. Already watched season 3, best of the series. Palandor, thank you. The first time chat. I'll just mute. I've seen the first 2-3 seasons. Just mute. When I take my hand down, you'll be fine. But they use. I'm gonna do. So my hand is gone. My hand is up. We're talking about spoilers now. Okay, so mute. They use this entire story in the third series of Picard because they convert a bunch of people to Borg through using transporters, and then have to stop people. They've covered this before. Hand's gone. Hand is gone. Hand is gone. Okay.
The transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Dakon in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
You're talking about a crime against sentient life on a mass scale.
Or an evolutionary process where the strongest and most capable...
Also, welcome back, if anybody muted.
The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the
Aphelion is a ship,
Empire.
yeah, with
but you stand
teleportation.
Here surrounded not by your fellow Tikhon.
Once read a short story that suggested them using... Yeah, because you could reconstitute a person. But it's the person is held. I don't. It's science mumbo jumbo, is it? Aphelion is a spaceship. The Aphelion has a giant, like, high-tech teleportation device, which they're going to use to convert people en masse using the same technology that we've seen them use with the crystals. They're, instead of stabbing people in the neck and turning people into Tikhon one by one, they're going to use the Aphelion to do it en masse.
But by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
There is only one true Tikhon here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Tikhon, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Don't do it, Portal.
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
No, do not destroy
I'll
them.
decide, once we're safely
We're not
aboard the
destroying
Resurgence.
them.
Forward to transport.
We're not destroying them. That'll piss off God Boy. We're not destroying them.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Two minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
Yep, that looks like a big evil spaceship.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
we're siding with Godboy on this, right? We're not siding with the random tactical officer. Like, Portal, I feel like Portal is a means to an end. Bedrosian is almost... Can I get your game? Then no we. Oh, but that's not what... We're a cum nation, not a cum bath, Dro.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takon, not science.
I am Team Portal. I disagree with the destruction of the life. I agree with Portal's position that they will be that the people in those crystals are effectively innocents. That they're yeah, we're bringing them on board.
They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego.
We need
this
Portal.
ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
We need Portal on our side. I'm not going to jeopardize that when I don't have to.
So you jeopardize the rest of us.
Why?
And to think, I used to look up to you.
Oh, fuck off. Leave your
the
station.
Aphelion is targeting us.
You're a dick.
Rapidly.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
God, are we still removing them from the box? Oh, hey, fellas.
There they are!
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. I know you were against it before, but it was what she would have wanted. The Tasker can rest now. Even if I wavered in the moment, there's no way she saved herself from that ship.
If you believe, I'm sure you'll see her again.
I do. And I shall.
Also, I hated him at the beginning, and I've really grown to like that character.
Oh, no surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Okay, so like...
She was a good little escape pod. Not that I want another ride like that anytime soon.
Hello?
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chovak. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Gotta be impressed.
Come on, he's gotta give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see. Then again, if he doesn't, That's just Chovok being Chovok.
I can't believe it! You evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it!
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Get my name right.
When they do, make sure they get my name right. D-I-A-Z. Diaz. Edsolar's too.
I'm sure no one will forget. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
We all have to step up.
We'll just have to step up and work that much harder to help Captain Rydek.
It's gonna take all of us.
Oh, hey,
Talk to you
Chovok.
later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
Agreeable to see you too.
No, it was not.
But it was my sincere hope you would.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of
Ready to work.
irregularity going around.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch my breath for at least a few minutes, Carter.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But given your experience on board the Zeldy, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Suddenly, all the main characters are in one room together.
Afterwards.
Oh good, she is still taking her meds. Can somebody do, like, do I have a mod in chat right now? Seedlet, you there? DollyWhiskers, Skylar? Anyone? Could you do me a favor? I've just entered the chapter Crosstalk. Without spoiling it for yourself, can you see how many chapters are left? Is that possible? We'll just take 5 seconds, everybody. Stick your hands up. I'm trying to figure out if this is a go till late to finish stream or leave some more till tomorrow stream. Oh, DollyWhiskers is in the corridor. I could smell them. Oh my god. Evil Seedlet's doing mod things. Evil Seedlet is the moddiest mod. 40 chapters total. Didn't look for naming yet. 8 more chapters. So that's possibly... That's... Given how many we've done today, we're probably fine to go on the next... I'm going to call it at the usual time, and then we'll probably have enough to make at least a 2-hour stream tomorrow.
I tended to an Illidian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am...
Election day here, we so fucked again, I'm
imagine a
sorry.
future where the Hotari and Illidians are no longer enemies.
Make sure you vote, yeah.
I'd always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away. There's still a lot of bad blood.
Well, if there's any way I can help, let me know.
I'll take you up on that. It's good to have the support of a Starfleet captain, I'm sure.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Draconian crystals onto the ship.
No,
But
the
Lieutenant
brig. They said the
Bedrosian
brig.
obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge crew. Being an effective leader requires trust, but an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
We all know I'm new to this, so it's nice to have your support.
Even when we don't agree or there's something I don't like, I'll let you know. But you'll always have my support. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer. Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified. You really couldn't go wrong with either of them.
I don't mind saying I consider Commander Ermot a strong candidate for the role.
He'd be a popular choice with the crew, and bring a steadiness to the position that others might lack. Certainly not a controversial choice, but then some may perceive that as playing it safe.
I don't want to put
You're
Westbrook
as good as-
there.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience.
Okay, so my logic, right? We've got 3 key members of the bridge crew, not including the Doctor. We've got Bedrosian, we've got Westbrook, we've got Ermot. Westbrook was the one that was a dick to us at the beginning of the game. Bedrosian was a massive fangirl. Ermot is the only, like... I'm trying to think, like, grey. Like, generally just sort of present but qualified person.
You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
You just told me that he would wait. Okay.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
Name Portal and external advisor.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the u.s.s. Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship.
We need
Not
your
while
help.
the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Lieutenant, we both know how much we need your help and expertise for the coming conflict. I have no one to replace you.
I understand, Captain, and I apologize, but my heart is not in it any longer, and to stay would be a disservice to us both.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
I appreciate that.
I mean, she's as knowledgeable on the incoming situation as everybody. It takes a certain person to just down tools. Yeah.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Ermot.
I'll notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
That won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections?
These are unusual
Talk about moving up in the world.
These are unusual times, Mr. Chovak.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsolar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
I could say the same about Edsolar.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsolar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Rydick, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead.
the Takan, and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Tell that to
Have we made
Bedrosian.
any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves?
Don't get captured.
Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
As simple as it sounds, the best thing to do is to not get caught. Whether it's one-on-one or the whole ship.
We avoided the Takan as much as we could.
But we saw the bioforming, and there's not much you can do.
I found something that might help. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Oh, the...
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going
That's
to bring anyone...
That's the chemical Jara's taking. So are they gonna get bioformed at some point?
Back, we've already lost.
And it's not gonna work?
Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
I'll give it up.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
That's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question, what is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelions' attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure
We'll
how.
have Portal's help.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Oh,
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
Only a Takan
We found that only a Takan can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away
Yeah, you
team.
have to figure he's
There's
in
no
the
question in my mind.
what was his name? Dementor. He is in he doesn't interestingly Minter, sorry, not Deminter. He is he's on board. He's just not here specifically. It is 100%. It is 100% Liam O'Brien.
If this is the necessary course of action.
No, that is Liam O'Brien.
I support it.
I will compile all the latest
He's done a couple
data
of voices in the game, I think, but that's his main character.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you.
I have faith in all of you.
I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edzelar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook, Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Alpha 5 X-ray.
Voice authorization Rydek. Alpha 5.
I'm writing that down.
Captain's codes transferred. The updated command structure.
I'm writing that down. That's
Please
so coming
designate
up
a new
later.
First officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Alpha 5 X-ray.
Please designate a new first officer.
Zermot.
I am proud to name Commander Ermot as my new first officer, effective
He's not gonna
immediately.
like that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain. I promise I won't let you down.
Okay, so I'm vindicated on the understanding that this guy started doing the frowny face.
Computer, Commander Ermot is the new first officer of the u.s.s. Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
He's the only...
Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Like, I could have, he looked disgusted, he did. But I have a reason why, which is the really fucking irritating thing, and I'll say it again. Bedrosian fangirled all over the place as soon as I arrived. Fine. Westbrook was critical of me being a Kobliad, but did come round to the idea. But there was a moral issue. Whilst he did save us from the captain, he seemed like the best choice at the time. Ermot would have likely followed along with us, but the only reason I didn't pick Ermot to like single out the captain was because I'd accidentally succeeded 2 roles with Westbrook. Ermot has been sort of in the background, just being really nice and great and not being a dick to me, and I...
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain Rydek!
There he goes.
Excuse me for a minute.
This is just unbelievable, unacceptable, inexplicable. To be the most senior officer on the bridge, and to be passed over again? I thought we'd turned a corner.
Okay, let me just let me just pause these, the fact that he's taking it so personally as well, I get that it's their profession, but the universe is at stake, and I feel like, man, I'd relieve him of duty. The fact that he's come up like this is just so bad, isn't it? Like, from a normal, imagine somebody getting a promotion at work and then going to their boss and being like, How dare you promote this person above me?
When you trusted me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised. But boy, was I wrong. And now this?
I know you're disappointed.
I've never felt more humiliated.
Listen, I know you're disappointed. I would be too in your position. But considering our history and what we're up against, I had to decide what would be best for all of us. Which is why I chose Commander Ermont.
He's not even close to being first officer material. He's little more than a bureaucrat who's never set foot off the ship. That is...
He is also... That guy is the guy that said out loud, this stream, I work better behind a desk.
Serious liability at a time when we need experience.
Steady and reliable.
The crew on this ship has experienced as many challenges and tragedies as any crew could be expected to endure. What we need now, more than anything, is stability and reliability. A calm and reassuring presence.
Ridiculous.
What a dick. The fact, like, I'm Phil Vindica, I know it's a fictional character and he's not actually taking offense from me, but the fact that he reacted like that immediately vindicated. I'm not even going to second guess that judgment, and I've been trying not to second guess any of the judgments I've made in this game. That immediately makes me feel better that that was the right decision. So thank you, writers of this game. Thank you, whoever is up there listening right now. But I do want some content to actually play tomorrow, and I desperately need to go to the toilet, so we are going to wrap up. This game will be back tomorrow. It will be the first game I stream. I might go live early, and I say this at the weekend, because sometimes it's always a possibility. It will be the first game I stream, regardless of whatever we end up doing tomorrow. So watch out for that go live notification. And it will probably be finished in time. Like, we'll have probably ticked it off, and God knows what we'll do on Monday and Tuesday this week, but we'll figure it out. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much, Ryan, for nominating this game to be the game I played on your behalf, because holy shit, I'm having a nice time. Part of me really likes this format, right? Part of me really likes this format, and there are other games like this. Like, there's the Walking Dead franchise, and there's a few others. Like, basically all the Telltale games. That I kind of want to bring into streaming somehow, but I don't want to, like, overdo it. And I'm trying to figure out if I nominate a day where we play these games specifically. Like, if Friday becomes our Telltale game, like every week you get an episode of a TV series. Like it was in the 90s when not everything was available all at once. And I don't know whether or not that will be good or bad, but we'll find out. And I might do that. I haven't decided yet, but this has been such a nice experience. The story of this is, like, very easy to pick up and put down. And the format is, like, there's enough to talk about whilst we're going along. And I don't know. It's been I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to. But yeah. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, chat. I'm really glad you exist. Thank you very much for all of the engagement. Thank you very much for all of the back and forths. If you have enjoyed my content tonight and you're not already following, I would appreciate the follow, because I'm attempting to hit 1,000 followers in 2025. But yeah, this has been good. Thank you very much. At the beginning of my streams, I ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I ask if there's anything... No. I like to say something different. I was doing my own words wrong. Chat, I want you to know that I'm really proud of you for being alive. As peculiar as that sounds sometimes, there's a lot of shit going on in the world in 2025, and the fact that you are still perpetuating your existence is really freaking impressive, because I'm going through a downturn period right now in terms of my mental health, and I'm still here on the daily, living, that is, and that's massively important. I'm proud of myself for that in the same way, because it's very difficult to look out at the world and just see the state that it's in, and then sort of look internally and find the position that I'm in. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Existence. So What I want you to remember, you do not have to watch my content. You do not have to be in chat. You do not have to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is continue to focus on existing. Like, continue to do your best at existence. And then if my content can help that existence be that little bit better, that is the niche that I'm attempting to fill on the internet. That is what we're trying to do out here in the wild blue yonder. I'm trying to make this as much of a safe space for you as it is for me, because when I turn that stream on and I've been having a bad day, it does make me feel better. Fuck, we actually made 4 hours. Yeah, you could have waited a full hour. You got silver, though. That's still pretty good. 3 hours is still pretty good. In 2024, we said fuck cancer at the end of every one of my streams. So in 2025, we're doing something different. I invite you to say 2 things. Say fuck regardless, and then you can insert a word if that is your preference. So I'll give you some examples, because fuck is great, right? It works in 2 ways. Fuck can be a positive. You can go, fucking hell, I love Star Trek. Fuck, I lost the button game. Fucking hell, isn't existence brilliant? That's why we wait until the spiel starts. Also, don't call it a spiel. It makes it bad. Only I can call it a spiel. But fuck it. Fuck also works in the opposite direction. Fuck can be a negative. Fuck 32-degree nights. Fucking hell, I love Riker was in this. No, that's the positive. Fuck transphobia. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck Elon Musk and his stupid chainsaw. Fuck anxiety. Fuck Parkinson's. Fuck accidentally not taking your pills for a week and then feeling like you want to rip your eyeballs out sometimes. It's a whole experience. It can be a bit crass, but it sort of gets the point across. I like assertiveness in certain ways. Fuck Horizon is awesome. I'm so looking forward to starting the next game. But I'm also so looking forward to Monster Hunter Worlds next Friday that I'm glad that we're doing it this way. Fuck the Cheeto administration. Yeah. Fuck it all, everybody. Fuck it all. And thank you for helping me do Weird Shot on the internet. It is absolutely my pleasure. I'm going to find somebody to raid before I, have a trouser-related issue. Who are we raiding tonight? I'm going to send you off to Happy Johnny D. They are playing DayZ. They are a friend of Evil Seedlets, so go show them some love. If you are subscribed, drop a raid emote on arrival. If you are unsubscribed, take a raid message from chat. I will probably be, or don't I get it? No, it's we're talking about American politics, Joe. It's fine. I don't like to say it so specifically on the understanding. I don't want to make it massively political, but Johnny is a good egg. Go show them some love, even if DayZ isn't necessarily your thing. Yeah. I hope you'll join me for the ending of this game tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I love you all. It is absolutely my pleasure. And I would just like to say, the book club has selected a book. We're all reading now, chat. We're all reading books now.
Wow.
Book club, book club, book club, book club, book club, book club, book. Long pause.